Yes. Yes, hi.
Is it my turn? Am I speaking now?
Yes.
Super.
Yes.
I believe I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Awesome. So I was a little late today. Sorry about that. And I assume everybody is sharing their experiences. So I've sort of jotted down a couple of points that I thought I would like to share. My learnings, my 2 cents. I don't have a massive transformation story like a lot of other people have, unfortunately, but there are certain things that I feel were big takeaways for me personally, might not be for somebody else. Uh, Pehli cheese is in terms of emotions, I come from sort of my, especially my siblings, and to an extent, my father as well. Uh, from an environment where feeling your emotions and sort of marinating in them is not considered to be something nice. So itna acha nahi dekha jata. It's even considered as a sign of weakness many a times to express your emotions, especially crying. And of course they all have their own sort of uh, background stories and all why they do, I mean, why they are the way they are. So for me, one of the most beautiful things was this sort of constant emphasis on the fact that it's okay to A, feel your emotions for as long as you need to, and B, it is probably the most important thing to release them, express those emotions, regardless of whether you do it verbally, whether you do it in writing or whatever your ways, but you find a way to release it. Ideally, if you can do it by moving your body, probably that is the healthiest way. So for me, acceptance of that fact, because being a highly emotional person, extremely empathetic, we don't get that kind of an acceptance from a lot of people. Usually we're sort of uh, looked down upon for that.
Yes.
So that was A for me. The second thing is there are a lot of things that you're aware of as a human being. The more years you spend on the planet, the more you become aware that, oh, this practice there and that practice is there, especially if you have interest in certain fields. So it's not that you're not aware of these things existing, it's just that things just are not streamlined for you to focus at them the way it was made for us in this the 2 months program. So what I'm trying to say is earlier, I know I'm feeling sad. I know I'm feeling angry, but those are the two emotions that I would tag over there. Now I know, okay, this is despair. This is desperation. This is anger. This is hurt. The difference between hurt and anger, most of the times it's hurt that is underlying anger. So all of those, it's like I'm more like Kartika Nair says, I'm able to tag my emotions much better as compared to what I was earlier. I had this example, I had this experience yesterday. I was coming back from a supermarket and I saw a group of people doing yoga. And there was this lady, and she didn't do anything wrong to me or anybody. She was just minding her own business, doing her own thing. More power to her. And in that moment, it was a positive thing because she wasn't somebody who looked like a yoga instructor. He wasn't that typical super fit body and all of that that you would expect in a place like this where everybody has butt implants and boob implants. So she was like a normal looking woman. And for the second, while appreciating her as well in my mind, I was like, hey, am I judging her? Is this a judging emotion, Raki? Nah, this could have been done in a much better way. So for me, that realization, that very minute distinction is kind of an accomplishment. So that was two. And the third thing, I've written it down while others were speaking. The third thing is the ways to release your emotions. I didn't know that I mean, there are certain things that I used to do unknowingly. Like I would imagine that this person is sitting in front of me and I'm having a conversation with them, more so me telling them how I felt. I've done that even as a child. And I didn't know why it made me feel better. But there are other ways to do it. And also having that entire buffet of ways to release your emotions, I love that. Like, okay, if I don't like this, I can do this. I can write things and I can burn it on a piece of paper. That is okay. Or I could dance and I could move my body in a certain way and I could release it this way. So I really love that part a lot. And the fourth thing is, sorry if I'm taking too much of time. I have like good, nice 8 points.
That's so It's a buffet for me.
You just need to tell me, Raki, start talking, and I would literally go on. Yeah, so what I was saying is the fourth point for me was when I said, remember that I made an Excel sheet. So I know it's not supposed to be done in that manner, but my intention was something different. I wasn't trying to sort of do the practice in a different way. I was doing it as an add-on practice for me. So I wrote down, I made an Excel sheet and there were like 6 columns and I won't go into the detail of it. And then I described each of those incidents and how I felt. And then I noticed that there are these 2 or maximum 3 common emotions that happen in all these triggers. All these incidents that have hurt me, there is this, in fact, the top 2 emotions are sort of, they are synonyms of the same thing. It's that one particular emotion when I feel the most attacked, I feel the most hurt. So that's when I realized that there is something in me that I need to work on, because of which whenever somebody or something makes me feel this particular emotion, I feel incredibly hurt. Because this is not like 2 years back, this is freaking since I was a child. Why do I feel that way? So hopefully I'll get to work on that in my one-on-one sessions with you, fingers crossed. And maybe I'll figure out why I feel the way I do. But the realization, the pattern that, okay, this is the thing that causes me hurt the most. So either I avoid it or I work around it. That was huge for me. Then another thing which was this was quite a eye opener for me. I did not expect this coming at all. The realization, I mean, first of all, understanding of what is generational trauma. And second thing is for me, the realization that I have actually been living my mother's experiences and her most prominent emotions that she has felt with my father in every relationship I've been through. Every single one of them had exactly the same 2 or 3 emotions popping up, exactly the same way I felt. It's just that it's like I'm dating the same guy, just the face keeps on changing. So for me, that was huge. I'm yet to learn how to fix that. I don't think I've done a fantastic job of that. But regardless, that just the knowledge that
The
I am not cooking
awareness.
in my head, I am actually doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
So that was 5. Number 6 for me is I'm not saying that I've improved massively. I've lived, I'm going to be 40 in a week. So I guess it takes time to sort of undo a lot of damage that you've already done. But the fact that I'm I'm able to sort of be more accepting of how my mom and dad think is is such a relief for me. There's a lot of work I need to do here, but just the realization that like they have so much of their baggage, and probably this is where this is coming from, and I don't need to react on it. I don't need to tell them no, this is not how it is, and it's fine, let it be. If they want to live with that kind of thinking, go ahead, you just be. And then in one of those sessions, you said, "हाँ यार लड़ो, express करो वो emotion को release करो," and that is, it was just you said it as a joke, and for me it was such a takeaway, because now if my parents are fighting, after that I haven't seen my parents fighting because I don't live with them. I live in a separate apartment, but I know that I would allow them to just fight as much as they can instead of jumping into it and trying to dissolve that fight, which I used to do. In fact, all my teenage, this is what I've done. Now I
Peacemaker.
know I'm not going to jump into it. No, no, I wasn't the peacemaker. I was my mom's advocate, the
Oh,
unappointed warrior who was going to defend mom and all feminine beings on the planet, all of that.
I understood.
So yeah, I feel like I'll be able to handle that event in a much more matured and sorted way as compared to what the shabby job I've been doing so far. Number 7, number 8 actually was, this was again a massive, massive realization for me. I thought I would feel very different when we were doing feminine energy work, when we were supposed to look at all those women who have hurt us and blah, 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 etc., etc. The fact that I didn't feel any negative emotion over there. I didn't feel anything. I was like very cool. Until now, I don't feel any anger for any of those women. But the difference of how the intensity of emotions I felt when we were sort of trying to release that masculine energy of walking around it and all, it kind of, I knew that there was a lot of work to be done there. But it's like literally somebody just showed me the mirror at that time that this is where you are in terms of the women in your life. And this is where
Yes.
you are in terms of the men in your life. Why the hell is this such a variation here? There is it just became so clear to me that I really, really need to heal or fix or whatever is the word for it, this masculine side, because I was punching pillows like a mad woman. Even before you asked us, हाँ इसको pillow को मार भी सकते हैं. I was like already punching the pillow. So that kind of tells you, and I didn't want to stop. So that's another one. And the last one is no, sorry, I've already covered this point. So yeah, these were my 8 points that I that was the takeaways for me. I'm sorry if I've taken too much of time, uh, but I think I didn't do a good job of listing these points when you asked about our experiences 2 sessions back. I think
So I
I was
can,
more, yeah,
yeah, I can sense that the last 2 months is all for you. Last 2 months was full of self realizations, realization of different aspect of you, different aspect of your emotion,
yeah,
different aspect of your past. This is what I can sense, that your last year was full of self realization. It's, and before transformation, it is very very important. The self realization is very very important. Yes. Yes,
yeah.
right?
So that's all from my side today. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Dimple, for everything that you've done, for so much of patience that you've shown us, and the bottloads of energy that you bring in every session. This has been, uh, I mean, I wish I would have done better. There's so much of scope for improvement, but I won't say that I didn't get enough out of this session. I've definitely gotten more than what I paid for. So I'm quite happy with the realizations I've had. It's just that I need more guidance in terms of what to do with it now. So I
Yes.
would actually like to work on these. Oh,
Yes.
so
I'm
that's all
always
I'd
there.
like. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Raki, for your valuable feedback. And I really loved the way you
Thank you.
explained, and you jotted down the entire points, and I really love that. Thank you.
I'm a Virgo moon. We're very structured. Everything is in sequence. It has to be broken down into points. We're Excel sheet people. What can we do?
Uh, thank you.
Pleasure. Pleasure. Thank you.
Yes.